Mega Shooter 11, huh? More like mega pain in the ass. This is ridiculous. A running gag around here is that I'm not very good at video games, but I gotta tell you, that's more than just a funny thing for everyone to laugh at. That's the honest to goodness truth. I'm genuinely mediocre at most video games, and I'm not at all ashamed to admit that because people who place importance on being good at video games typically aren't any good at anything else. So when we get a game like this, I'm simultaneously excited and frustrated. Retro games are my favorite games, hence the initial excitement, but then I realize, hey, this is one of those games that, that prides itself on being absurdly hard and throwing an unreasonable amount of enemies at me, and that's when I just want to give up. I mean, come on, how am I supposed to kill these things when there's so many? Look, they're coming out of the goddamn ceiling! And this level doesn't even have a ceiling. So obviously, Mega Shooter 11 is a very challenging game. It's a side-scrolling space shooter in the vein of the arcade 8-bit and 16-bit classics, both in terms of its graphics style and, of course, its difficulty. Mega Shooter 11 is not easy, even when you play it on easy. That's false advertisement or false labeling. I'm terrible. So in a lot of ways, this game kind of reminds me of Mega Man. It takes place in a year that has as many X's in it as numbers, and you get to choose which mission you want to play at the start. And it's all pretty Mega Man to me. And of course the gameplay isn't at all the same, but a lot of the setup and structure has a kind of Mega Man feel. And again, there's that aforementioned difficulty. I think some of these spaceships were engineered by Dr. Wily. This is ridiculous. So you control a ship from left to right through 4 different auto-scrolling worlds. The game offers 4 levels with stereotypically retro themes. There's a fire level, a bomb level, an ice level, and an electricity level. When you're designing a game to be as retro as possible, embracing those conventions really helps. More importantly, the gameplay is also a nod to the old school. Mega Shooter 11 is about picking and choosing what to shoot and how to survive until the end. Your ship isn't exactly equipped with great weapons from the onset, so you're outmatched in terms of firepower. Fortunately, there are scientists who are there to help you. Although, I don't know, I kind of want to see her credentials. Mega Shooter's love for the retro also exudes from its sense of humor. There are countless warp points hidden throughout each level, visible and usable only if you've flown near one. Once you use them, they take you to these bonus areas where sexy ladies wait, with lots of power-ups and innuendo. And I'm not sure which one is more fun. Obviously, those power-ups are a big help for your weak-ass ship. They give you abilities that finally start to level the playing field a bit. Things like firing in multiple directions, changing your aim, and even alternate weapons. Another similarity to the Mega Man games. Those are usually your most powerful weapons, but ammunition is sparse, so you gotta use them wisely. I don't f***ing do anything wisely in these games. There's also tons of stuff to collect from the remnants of destroyed enemies, which gives you incentive to blow up as much crap as possible. It'd be nice if my ship were a bit faster from the start, but I suppose feeling outmatched and making hasty decisions about what to collect and what to leave behind is kind of the point. Mega Shooter 11 is retro to the core, and for only 250 Microsoft points, it's a nostalgic trip worth taking.